My name is Andreas Christensen, founder of SuperOne, and I'm really sorry for the delay with these webinars. I have an infection in my right eye and have impaired vision, so today you will probably see me catching my eyes now and then. So without further ado, I think we should get into this. We will have a presentation today, and let me now, I will have a Q&A at the end. I will answer some of the questions that had come in, but due to my vision, I'm a little bit reduced in sort of answering the live Q&A, but I will answer most of the questions that has been sent to us over lately. We will get into all the details. We have some exciting stuff today. We are really closing in on commercial launch of the game, and there are new developments, a lot of stuff we're going to cover. So today we're going to let's get started. I mean, there are great things here, and this webinar will be followed by other educational and information webinars the upcoming week. The extended team will take care of that. And I will also revert on the scene in due time. So I'm going to switch off my camera for today, and I'm going to start doing our presentation. And there's a lot of information. So yes, it will be recorded, and yes, the presentation will be shared afterwards. And yes, the presentation for creators will be upgraded. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we are at the agenda, and today we will cover not everything, because there is a lot happening in SuperOne. We're going to cover basically related to the game, to how we engage players, and a lot of updates on the game. We're going to cover how we reach players, and we're going to cover our update for the creators. So it's an exciting but also condensed agenda. There is like 40 slides or something, so it's pretty comprehensive. So first out, let's talk a little bit about what it's all about in SuperOne. It's about creating a venue where passionate people can play games and interact with each other in social. So we kind of say we monetize passion. So it's all about uniting fans into one game, into one platform, and that's what we do. That's the main business of what we do. Then we can extend that into different things. We're not going to cover that today. First out, I would like to welcome to our team, our new partners. We have partnered with Jeff Burton. He is one of the founders of EA Games, Electronic Arts, one of the biggest gaming companies in the world. He also worked for a long period with Atari. Jeff has more than 40 years of gaming experience, and it's one of the grand old men in digital gaming. He provides us with valuable insight into how game psychology. And when I speak to Jeff, he tells me our business model with a play-to-earn element is the strongest force we ever seen. Actually, he's also into some other play-to-earn games that is not competing with us. He's also closely involved with a new venture we have started, which enters into the cricket and the upcoming cricket season and the World Cup of Cricket this season. So that's all the work of Jeff Burton and his team. So John Wright, he's also not that old, but he's very experienced with more than 30 years in technology. He started his career and has been working closely in Intel. He also worked in different AI or machine learning and speech recognition software. He's an expert in the science of artificial intelligence, in machine learning, and in what we can call security communication. So he brings lifelong experience in those fields and a well of contacts. He's also a very passionate footballer in the United States. and he played on the Intel soccer team in his some years ago. And he has very close ties to the countries of Mexico, Brazil, and Argentina, like we will hear about later today. Finally, we have our Norwegian buddy Jon Arne Riise. He was a professional football player for 7.5 years, playing in Liverpool. And he went into, I think it was 330 or 40 matches and scored 38 goals. A very passionate Liverpool player. Jon Arne brings with to us football expertise and contacts. His Rolodex of contacts in the football world, it's amazing. And he's a hardcore footballer and has a very, very competitive mindset. We started working with him, and is now bringing further football players, bringing more engagement, bringing football expertise to us. So we also need that. And we also have more than these partners. I'm just emphasizing them at the moment. We have another FIFA agent working together with us. And from before, we have Lou Sticka, which made a tremendous work with us related to Football Co. and FIFPro. And we have now others also coming in. We started recruiting what we can call stars and influencers. And this we're going to talk about not so much today, but a little bit. So without further ado, let's enter into the game scene. It's where everything happens in our world, and it's where people can enjoy themselves and really get competitive. So first, let's talk about how we engage the players. So in this game, or in gaming, it's all about winning, and it's all about rivalry. So what we have seen during our test is that prices is one driving force, but also more competitive elements like leaderboards, so you can be better than your friends, or you can be best in your country. We also see that competition and rivalry between the stars, between countries, and between the clubs are all ingredients that's important. So what we're gonna do, we will cover all of this today. So first out, I would like to pay attention to the white box on the left side, because we have decided now to just go with the free-to-play games for now. And we're gonna have variable prices. We're gonna change the pricing structure, so it will be variable in the games. It will be not from 0, but from $1 up to $10. Maybe we're gonna have from 5 to 50. It's all depending on how much money we make on this. But this is why we do this. It's because this is the easiest way forward from a legal perspective, and not having to pay to enter a game. That we can reserve for later, and maybe we don't need it. We actually don't think we need it, because the micro payments and the micro purchases that comes out of this free-to-play game, it's amazing. It's amazing. So you will see that later in my presentation here. So then we will have prices for the top 50% and the top 25% in every round. That will be rendered in Super. The first prices will be in dollar. And one of the main questions people have to us these days, when can I withdraw my winnings? And the answer to that will come when we open for commercial a little bit later in June, July. So that is being scripted into the new wallets and being verified and tested. And you've probably seen that your wallets have been updated. So that's happening soon. So again, we're going to use more actively Super. We're creating an economy, a game economy revolving around Super and revolving around dollar. So Super will be used to reward the top 50% and the top 25%. One of the reasons for that is that you can purchase a lot of extra stuff with Super. So that's the reason. We're going to cover all of these things today. So the leaderboard you see in the center here is a crucial element that we are launching very soon. It's developed, it's being tested. So that's the leaderboard, and that will make the current game much more appealing, much more exciting. And then we're going to cover the stars, and we're going to cover the clubs and the countries a little bit later. So that's the motivation. It's all about winning, but it's actually even more about rivalry. Everybody wants to fight, and clubs are fighting. That's the nature of at least football. It's nature of any sport, but especially in football, and we cover mainly football today. So during our battle royale that has been around for nearly 6 months now, we have played 40,000 game rounds. That's amazing. Every 5 minutes since we launched in December, we have been executed or performed a game. 120 game prizes have been won and will be ready for withdrawal. And then, so this is a swipe to earn trivia battle. We've done a lot of upgrades during 2023, during this beta. We have deployed freezes and past. Show is the feature where you can see past answers. We have accumulated all these answers now, so we are ready to open it. So it's already developed. We have added animations and sound. We have 15 clubs developed. We only opened 6 of them yet. We're going to open 4 more in Europe, and we're going to open 5 in Indonesia shortly. We have added multi-language to the platform, which is really, really amazing. We are using both manual translation for everything inside the app, and we are using some sophisticated automation for the others. We have currently 10 languages, but we're going to increase to 30 languages, covering 90%. Of the spoken languages in the world. So that's good. We have upgraded the wallet and the bonus, and even more is coming on that field. Next out is leaderboards, which is almost ready for deployment. And we are also coming with cards staking. That means that all the NFTs you have and that you've been having in your account will now start earning staking rewards as they are connected to the freeze, pass, and show in the game. So that's really cool. And we're going to open paid game tools, meaning that all this freeze, pass, and show, you will get 10 of these every 24 hours, and you have to buy them at $1 for 30 additional one. That gives you basically, if you utilize all of them, 3.3 games. So it's a low price point, and it's done on purpose. We will open this in June, July. It's all pending a little bit on App Store and pending on final testing, etc. We don't set the final date, but we are closing in on that now. As you've seen what we've done during the past months, we have added significant features that we have been working on for a long time, and we are continue to do that. That's a little bit kind of our history. Yeah, so it's looking very good. It's looking very good, and I'm really looking forward. I think we can get hundreds of thousands of paying players more or less out of the gate. We have some magnificent marketing to back that. We have some magnificent partnerships, in particular in Indonesia, that will also spark local engagement. So let's move a little bit. This is the framework. This is what we have been working on, and we have a highly performant platform. And yeah, so it's really good, and it's engaging people. So we're going to talk a little bit about the motivation here, further on the motivation. As we spoke about initially, we're talking about rivalry. And rivalry is a very important part on how we can develop this platform beyond just the prizes in the Battle Royale. We're going to use the Battle Royale game as the engine to really push us into new territory that will enhance the engagement, create more rivalry, and create more revenue. It's really an amazing proposition or composition of what we have developed, and this is also coming soon. Let me get back to that. So the club-based rivalry is driven by quest and ranking and number of people. And we're going to do that inside what we call the battle world. You've seen a little bit of this before. Today, we're going to go much deeper into it. So revolving around the Battle Royale game is the content we have. Like in example, we already have the top 6 clubs in the world. So we have people playing based on their club, based on their knowledge, and we are accumulating a lot of that. We're going to bring that further into a very visual virtual city we called Battle World. This is where you can race to greatness inside the Battle World. And the whole idea of the Battle World, the buildings here are purposely made digital, so they will grow in size based on how many people inside and how many rank up, etc. There's a lot of algorithms running this. So here you see an example, just as an example, a Super Club Manchester versus a Super Club City, one with 3 million fans, one with 2 million fans, and they're fighting to become higher. And that's the external fight. That's the rivalry among the clubs. Of course, we have inside rivalry also that we're going to cover. So this is really the purpose here is to create a community engagement in the fan clubs and among the fans to be better than the City fans, better than the Man U fans, whatever, to fight, to create this fight. That's the purpose, and that's what drives people. You see, many games have different type of purpose, and we have this. So the idea is to creating a virtual global football city of super clubs. That's the idea we are moving forward. I like the colors here. Not all of them are accurate with the clubs, but let's really see how we're going to create this. And this doesn't apply only to football. This applies to the other verticals we are able, the other categories, whether it be basket or cricket or music. This is part of a more long-term development. So how is it working? Getting upwards inside, every building has been divided into tires. And those tires are, of course, synchronized with our already created tires. Starting at entry, with then to bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. And then we added a whole new legend tire at the top. That legend tire is only for the best players. You can never buy yourself in there, and that's an infinite level. And that's where the all-stars, the best players, will fight and rival. So the players, they can rank up inside these towers by performing quests or purchasing game or created loot boxes. So there is already see the commercial element. So the quest we have created inside here is like 3-4 quests on every level. You don't need to perform all. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2, sometimes 3. So those are based on either gameplay or contributing to the building with materials, which is a part of the loot box content, and invite. You invite people, or you can, some in a very select few instances, you can purchase an upgrade. So there are 10 levels on each of these tires. So that means 10 entry, 10 bronze, 10 silver, 10 gold, 10 platinum, 10 diamond, and infinite legend. So there is 60 plus infinite levels when it comes to this. This is all about motivating people, creating a purpose, creating a ladder, and how you move forward. So when you look at how you get access to this, free players, they can play their way all the way to the top, but that's not easy, and they don't get the perks of the buyers, okay? So you can play your way to the top for ranking, and when you get into these ranks, you will have certain multipliers in the game. You will have certain better rewards when you stay on the rank. So for those who don't pay or purchase any rank, you can play your way all the way to the top. You have to pass all these quests, and you have to stay active every 30 days to stay on the rank, and you need to requalify and all that. We will get back with all the details, but this is meticulously created to create opportunities for everyone to really play their way to the top. So what is important to understand that the bonuses and the and these things we have in the creator loot boxes, they do not apply to these ranks. And on the App Store side, we have created the same ranks, so you can buy directly into entry for $5, bronze for $10, silver for $25, gold for $50, platinum for $100, and diamond for $250. And now you think that, oh, I have this I have a gold, I paid $1,000 or $500 for it, I'm really annoyed. They don't have the same thing. All the App Store based loot boxes, they are game loot boxes. They only contain the rank and super they can spend. The reason for this is legal. If you look into Apple and Google's regulation on crypto assets, it's pretty complex. So we don't mind going that route in the future, but for now we want to go the shortest or most secure route. So we are not having any crypto assets or bonuses in these loot boxes. They are only to get the rank, and you get some multipliers into it that we will revert to. And you get the rank, and you get the rank grandfathered. And by grandfather, it means that if you buy a gold rank, you will stay gold member. You cannot lose your rank, which you can if you play to gold. You can lose your rank. If you buy gold, you will stay on gold. So we have priced this based on our analysis and our experience in the App Store with other apps from the team members and our advisors. And we really want to have as many as possible, at least getting to gold. That's why we have lowered the price points. The cool thing is that there is a lot of things to do inside these towers and in the game, in the general battle royale. Like we said, we're going to turn on paid tools. So if you want freezes, passes, and show beyond the 10 you get every day, you can buy extra for $1, and then you refill with 30. And the same applies to materials that you need to perform several of the quests to move on. So we have a $1 economy that will spark a lot of purchases, and that's all in the App Store. While we have also in the App Store the game loot boxes that will give you certain perks to move on. So that's inside the towers, and this is a virtual, presentation how it is, and I'm really excited about it because it's not so easy to combine free players with paid players with even higher paying creators like your good self. So this is we have spent quite a lot of time engineering and researching, analyzing for how we're going to do this. We think this is the best solution, and that's what we're running with. So earning bonuses inside there are bonuses, and these are only for the creators. So when you're looking at all the App Store purchases we just see will give bonuses to the creators like yourself that having packages. One of the reasons we don't give bonuses to the App Store packages is not to mess up with the matching and the ranks on the creator side. It will be tremendously difficult to have multiple matching, etc. Like gold have 4 generations of gold matching. We cannot let a package to $50 have the same as a package that's much more expensive. That will jeopardize your bonuses. So all the App Store bonuses will be not only in the tower, but in general, all purchases, whether it be directly in the game or inside climbing these towers, will be rendering bonuses to the creator loot boxes. So further, we also have introducing, this is a new thing, I should be excited. The tower NFT is now bundled in your creator loot boxes, and they are staking 5%, similar to the other club NFTs or the player NFTs we have. They are all staking for each level. So every transaction, in example, happening on the gold level will stake 5% to the holders of gold. It will also render 5% to the platinum and to the diamond. So it's an added staking like we have for the other NFTs on the platform. Exactly the same, and the distribution or circulation or supply is exactly the same as for the top 100 football players collectively. Since a club is much, much bigger than one player, we have 31,100 tower tokens per super club. We have quite a few clubs, so it's going to be pretty cool to roll this out. I'm going to show you that later. So this is amazing. It gives you a great, great opportunity, and it will be very visualized in the app. In the mobile interface, you will be scrolling a skyline, and you will be able to click, enter a building. And from a player perspective, you start at entry. You have to pass through 10 quests to get up to bronze and get up, get up, get up. And I can guarantee you, in quotation mark, that many gonna buy a lot of perks to get there, and many gonna enter the lift and take the highway and actually purchase a loot box to get in there. All this will be coupled with our your profile. So when you become gold, you get a gold circle, you get gold everything. So all this will be the cosmetics will be a very, very important part of it. And on every floor, there will be exclusive stuff. So again, back to the gold floor, you will have gold accessories that only gold rank members can buy. So all this to push people to the top. To the legend, we're also going to have stuff that's unique for legends. So this will engage people. Sorry if I'm not engaged enough myself now because I'm really exhausted my eye, but this is cool stuff. This gonna blast through the world. This has never been done before, and this is a pure innovation from SuperOne. This has never been done to this sense. We've seen many virtual cities and lands and all these things, but not to the extent we do. We skip the land. We didn't want to sell the land. We considered it. We're going to sell the towers, and we're going to have the towers tied into the game engine of Battle Royale. So the Battle World is to create tons of these towers, not only in football, but we're starting with football because it's the world's biggest sport, sorry. So this is all for you to build your way to the top and compete with your friends, with other fans in the club, and also for the clubs to compete each other. So now we're going to switch a little bit and see how we're going to reach all these players. It doesn't help if you have a fantastic concept. If it only works in your office or in your dorm, it's not cool. So we need to reach the players. And this is where we now opening up and engaging on a global scale. We have identified top 20 clubs in Americas, top 20 in Europe, which we already have done quite a lot of, top 20 in Middle East, North Africa, and top 20 in Asia, where we already have done Indonesia. So all this forms together 80 clubs. So all these clubs, we are engaging both globally and locally. All these clubs will be featured in our city with separate towers. All these clubs have millions of millions of fans. Maybe apart from the top clubs in Qatar, it's a small country. So when you look at Asia, we have Indonesia as our first country. We have Japan, South Korea, and Thailand. We selected the 4 top football countries in Asia. We have disregarded China because of the difficulties in App Store, and we have disregarded India, even if it's very populous, because of the low rate when it comes to football, engagement in football. So the top 4 will be Indonesia, where we have very close ties and also dealing closely with the biggest clubs. Japan, one of the leaders in the Asian Football Cup. South Korea, very close to Japan in engagement, and Thailand, very highly engaged football. When it comes to Americas, John Wright, our new partner, has opened door for some fantastic partnerships in United States, which is the biggest commercial market in the world. And football is on a really racing scale in US. It's the third fastest growing sport there. Then in Mexico, we are featuring the top 5 clubs in Mexico. Then we have Argentina, where there are particularly 2 clubs represent 70% of the fans. Crazy rivalry between those clubs. And then we have 5 clubs in Argentina. We have 5 clubs finally in Brazil, which is one of the top football countries in the world. So we are reaching, in the Americas, we are reaching more than 700 million people. In Asia, well, let's get back to that. In Europe, we are featuring the top 20 clubs in Europe, ranging from United Kingdom, UK, Germany, France, Spain, and Italy, predominantly. So that's Europe. Europe is the sort of homeland or hometown of soccer and football. So obviously we don't do that country-wise, we do club-wise. Then we have Middle East, North Africa. Is all of you seen all the appreciation of football coming out of Middle East? In the Middle East region, we have identified Turkey, 80 million people, crazy rivalry at the top clubs. We have Saudi Arabia, which is investing heavily in football. We have Qatar, and we have Egypt with more than 100 million people and some great footballers coming out there. So all of these are very, very different countries. And we are looking at a very, very aggressive rollout here. June, July, August, September, all 20 clubs, give and take 1 month here. The reason why we can do this is because over the past months, we have developed a whole new artificial intelligence powered creation system. So now we are able to use AI in assisting us, not doing all the questions, but assisting us. So we are really, really advanced on how we do this now, very systematic. It means that we are able to boost our question creation. And the only little bottleneck we still have is the images, because it's a lot of manual work, but we hope to scale that also shortly. So by doing that, we are able to do all these 80 clubs, and we reach 80 football clubs in the world's top markets with more than 2 billion people with an average GDP of $16,000. So GDP is like gross domestic product per capita. It's just a measurement for how much money the people in a country represent. It's not really that important, but it gives a little bit of signs. So if you look on Europe, there is 500 million people living in Europe, in European Union. That's not the Greater Europe. Greater Europe contains a lot of East European countries, reaching north of 750 million. So we concentrated on European Union, 500 million. They have an average GDP of 33,000. Asia, the countries we have identified there, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, and Thailand, reached more than 500 million people with 16,000 in average GDP. And America, more than 700 million with an average of 36,000. I must say that the United States accounts for the bulk of that. They are 69,000. So with 330 million people. Middle East, $10,000 in average, and more than 200 million people in these countries. So an amazing rollout, and it's an aggressive rollout, but it also gives us a very clear target for where we're hitting, and that brings us into the next of what we're doing and marketing towards this, because this gives us very segmented marketing. We can differentiate the marketing based on clubs. We can go local. We can use local Facebook. We can use local TikTok, local everything. So we are working closely with our partner here, Gold, on how we're going to reach out to all these masses. And as you know, we did a campaign with Gold before Christmas, more like a branding campaign. It had a massive view, and Goal has provided us with some amazing ways for how we could reach out to their audiences all over the world. We are not going to reveal any of that today because that's a little bit of a trade secret, but they have a completely global reach, and that's important to reach out to everyone and to be able to also segment your messaging. That's very important. So we not only have the global clubs, we're going to have local clubs. So we have a very long runway when it comes to football. Maybe not long, but very exciting and very goal-oriented. So that brings us into how we're going to place players. Many of you will recruit players yourself with your link, and that's amazing. They will be connected directly to you. However, when we do global campaigns, we need to place these players somewhere. And today, they have been placed in one repository account for this. We are not doing that. So we are pleased to introduce a player token, and it's already included in the Create the Loot boxes we have live now. So a player token works like this. For any of the campaign that the company do on a corporate level globally, we will assign players to those who hold the player token. So if you have a player token, you will be assigned one player. And these will be assigned in a first come, first serve basis. We just started opening for sale of this a little bit earlier this week. So they are already included in the Create the Loot boxes. So in example, if you buy a gold loot box today, you will get 250 player tokens. And if you are the first one with a gold loot box and 250 player token, you will be assigned the first 250 players. So the first 250 players will come to your account. Player 251 will be assigned to the next holder. So it's a first come, first serve. And the reason for this and why we don't spread it all over is because we need activity. We want people to be active, and we want to reward those who have most skin in the game. It's just fair. Everyone that don't want the player token or don't have one or don't want to buy one, that's fine. You can start recruiting yourself, and you will of course earn all the bonuses attached to your account. This is a way for those who really want to go deeper in, have more skin in the game, and really be part of the rollout and be assigned players. We have probably some of the most professional marketeers in the football industry on our side, and they will provide the players based on our marketing campaigns. Of course, we are responsible for it, and we will assign them to the holders of the player token. So to see how that is working, one player token will give you one player. With the virality we expect that one player will recruit 3 other players, and that will continue for a while, and then it will kind of multiply. But we are a little bit careful how we do this, because people know people, and the same people know the same people. So we are disregarding about 90% in overlapping. So we estimate, and I underline this is an estimate, that one player will over a little bit of time grow to 30 players. And given our always 10% conversion to paid, you're looking at 3 paying players. Without going into all the detail of the calculation here, one player token will give you $1 in bonus every month. And these are included in the Create the Loot boxes now. And their base price is $2. So basically you have 50% return every month. So the estimates here are based on the same estimates we have everywhere. It's about 10% of the players spending $1 a day, which is about half of the average for this type of games. So we also calculate, like I said, 90% overlap and 50% probability, which means that we take away a lot in order to get realistic numbers here. But still, we believe that one player token that will render $1 a month is really good. And if you can get 50% on that token every month, it's amazing. So even if it's just half of it, 25, is still amazing. So I think it can also be much more. It's all pending on where your player is coming from. We are placing them first come, first serve. So over time, this will distribute properly. So let's now flip to the creators, which is the last section of what we're going to talk about today. And then we're going to see about how we have created the foundation and how you have been instrumentally part of assisting us in that by buying our assets and be supportive and bringing in people. And the team we built up is still there. It's really hardworking, and I'm really proud of all these team members. We have now more than 30 developers. We have more than 20, 25, 26 business people, different capacities. We have leaders. And I also have to say we have re-engaged with some of our top creator leaders, affiliate leaders. They are coming into play over the next week or two. And always there is some churn on that. There are someone moving to another project and someone coming in, but we are very grateful for the new ones that, not the new ones, but that the real performers is stepping up. And I'm also very proud of the team itself that work diligently through all these different times in the world and all stress from me. So that's really good. We have architected that trailblazer. I mean, we have really put effort on our technology. We've done more than 250 million transactions, more than 90 million staking transactions, where 30 million are real money transactions in XRP on to your accounts. It's really cool. More than 166 upgrades, and we have 4 million code lines. So this is all a lot of work. We are now also working with the EOS blockchain. We are creating some tremendous cool stuff that will give us sub-second transactions on USDT. There is a lot of cool stuff. Let's not spend time on that. We are monetizing. We are capitalizing on passion. We are really using free as the engine to get people to pay. And we're talking micropayments, $1, $1, $1, and then hopefully you will get enticed to enter the tower, spend $5, $10, $25, $50 and upwards. And you creators will learn from all that. The market is huge. We're tapping into more than $700 billion market. Gaming really growing. The world has become bigger since we started. It's now more than 8 billion people. And there is like 5 billion smartphone users, 5 billion people. They spend in average all over more than 6 hours a day, a quarter of the day on their phone. So it's amazing market, great opportunities. We are gamifying passion. We talked about football today. We're going to move to cricket, basket, NFL. We're going to do more things, social, music, movies, and fashion. So we just started. So football is our first field or first category. Amazing. And I told you at the start that Jeff Burton, the founder of EA Games, works on a cricket project that we are part of. And we contemplate to be ready for the World Cup in cricket in October, November in India, with the top 15 clubs in India. And that will spark crazy interest from the cricket community. So that's the next content. We're planning that now. We already created the framework for it. It's a little bit uncharted territory for us. So we brought in experts that know cricket very well. Then basket will come. Is one of the biggest sports in US and in Asia. So yes, basket will come. So the business model we have is extremely powerful and innovative. It gives 20% to 5 different stakeholders. Creators like you are one of them. And it also goes to the tokens in terms of staking into different into super staking and to the pool. And what we have turned around so far, last year we had 8.6 million altogether. We turned around like $17 million. This year we expect, because we are opening this summer now, we're going to have a good 6 months of trading in the app with the game and the creator network that will also supercharge based on this. We expect to reach 100 million. And then you can see that's only 300,000 players at $1 a day. So the 3-year goal in 2025 is to reach $1 billion in gross revenue. That's 3 million players at $1 a day. It's aggressive, but not that aggressive. It's many games. I won't say many, but there are quite a few games that have more than $1 billion out there. Our proposition is really unique and a solid one. And the business model is really sparking profits for everyone. So that's really cool. And that's important. So now we're going to see how we have created accessible rewards for everyone. And we're going to look a little bit into the loot boxes. And some of you have seen that we have reduced the prices in the of the loot boxes. And the reason we have done that is to get a little bit lower entry point for people. The times are not that good. We've seen inflation and interest rates going up, and we want to incentivize sales, and we want to do that by reducing the prices from bronze and upwards. Entry we kept at $10, and we have adjusted super and pool tokens back to 2022 level. The reason for this, we want to give you a last little push before we close this, or at least not close, but go with completely different numbers once we go in the App Store. So this little past not little, but the last month or two of our golden runway is here, and that's why we've done this. It's just positive changes. We have increased to 5 cards and 5 spaces in the loot boxes. We also done some more changes to this, made spaces more available. We have also added tower and player token to it. So that's cool. That's really a new additive. So the new pricing range, entry remains at 10. Bronze is down from 100 to 50. Silver down to 250. Gold 500. Platinum 5,000, and diamond 25,000. So this gives us 3 different tiers, sort of. The lower tier 10 to 50. The medium tier, 250 to 500, where gold has a much better value than silver, and the platinum and diamond, the more top range into tens of thousands of dollars. So that's, we done this. And to look more detail into it, the entry is where we want people to, not want people to start, but many people start. It's the first to see how it's working. It also provides a great way of earning direct rewards, bonuses. And it also provides you with double binary for entry. I'm sorry, there is a typo error that's going to be corrected. Then we move to bronze. That also at bronze, we also add player tokens at entry. 5 player tokens is included in that. You get 100 super. Moving to bronze, you get 500 super, 25 player tokens, and now we started adding 5 bronze cards, and we added 5 spaces to it in bronze, and we have 5 towers in bronze. So already at bronze it starts. Then silver, 2,500 super, 125 player token, and we also have the 5 of both spaces, cards, and towers into this, and you're earning 2 generations of silver. So that's perfect for the silver. The gold is where the real fun starts. That's our most popular package. It has 20% extra tokens and player tokens over the silver compared dollar-wise. So it's 5,000 plus 1,000 in bonus, 20%, 6,000 super token, and 300 player tokens. Then we have the pool, and we reverted to the previous pool number now. So you have 2 pool tokens included in every gold package, and you have 5 of each of bronze, silver, and gold of cards, spaces, and towers. It gives 4 generations of gold matching as we had before, and there is unlimited earning cap on this. So that's amazing. It gives you a very, very good, starting point. And by lowering the price to 500, we believe this is accessible for even more people. So we have our top packages, the more profitable Platinum pack at $5,000, the premium 10,000, the previous 10,000. It has an amazing 30% bonus inside, 65,000 tokens, 3,250 player token, 26 pool token, and we have the full range of bronze, silver, gold, and platinum NFTs, both cards, spaces, and towers inside that. And it has an amazing matching of 6 platinum generations. Finally, we have the most profitable package, which is Diamond. It renders 40% bonus and 350,000 tokens and 17,500 player tokens and an amazing 140 pool tokens. It has the full range of cards, spaces, and towers with 5 bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. And all this have 8 generations of diamond matching. So this package is the most valuable, most profitable. It will match more or less infinitely in your network, and so that's crazy. So it's important to understand that all these packages will earn from all the game loot boxes and from all the $1 refills. They will come under each here. So the entry, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, they will all be part of that. So this example is made of 3 million paying players spending $1 a day and a multiple from the EBITDA of 25. That's a financial metric we are using. And of course, all these estimates are estimates only, and you should do your own calculation. And it's based on 500 million tokens in circulation. And it's based on the full sold out pool tokens. So as you see, both the entry, bronze, and silver render at 25x on your investment at this scenario, while the gold, platinum, and diamond goes even higher because they contain the pool token. And the pool token is the real contributor here. So the gold packs gives you more than 90x on your money, given this scenario. That's based on the value, not based on the bonuses you get every year. Platinum is north of 100 into 114, and you have diamond 122. Why these are higher is because of the added bonus into it, because it's more player token into it, so it's more value. So that's the lineup and the prospective return. This you can study when we share the presentation. So the pool token is, like I said, the real beef in these packages at the moment. And there is, sorry to say, a limited opportunity. These bonuses, they account for approximately 70% of the bonus paid out or the value in the packages. And every token based on 3 million spending $1 a day will render more than $62 in yearly staking bonus, and represent a value of more than $1,500 each. What is important to understand is that these pool token, they are seeding. That means that they multiply themselves with 10. So 1 token become 10 token during the first year. Many of you that bought these tokens last year, you are already getting to a point where you have seeded most of your token, and that's amazing. And the earlier you get in, the faster you get them seeded and ready for action. So they will be ready for action as they seed. So if you have one token becomes two, then you have two, and you get two in the pool. There is a total of 600,000 in the pool, and we already sold more than 90%. So that's important to understand. Each of these, all these pool tokens, they get 7.5% of all transactions on the platform. And there are only about 5,500 pool tokens left. Those 5,500 will multiply to 55,000. So 55,000 out of 600,000 is about 9 point something percent. So they are included in the gold, platinum, and diamond packages. And that's where you find these little biscuits. And they are really, really valuable from a financial point of view. And I will repeat our golden runway promotion that we are running, where you can sell 2 gold and get 2 pool tokens. So this runway promotion now where we have 2 gold, you will now get 2 pool tokens instead of 1. So we beefed up that promotion a little bit. You can sell 2 platinum and get 20 pool token, and you can sell 2 diamond and get an amazing 100 pool token. And it's not ending there. We also have 1 million of super that will be in an airdrop to everyone that has participated in this promotion or in the golden runway. So this means if you are a gold holder and you have tokens from before, all your tokens will participate in the airdrop. So once you have recruited directly 2 gold, you are eligible with all your existing tokens. So this is really, really rewarding for those who have a lot of tokens. You should recruit more people, participate in the airdrop, and 1 million super is quite a lot. It's quite a lot. What I can reveal at this point is that super will be denominated at $1 when we start in June, July. We're going to use $1 as the value of super for internal transactions on the platform. And we're going to keep that until we're listing. We expect to list at $1. That's our estimate. So we're going to use $1 for internal transaction. Internal rewards will be super will be pegged to $1 internally. So that's another little secret. Don't tell anyone. And that leaves me. Okay, we finish with this. That's the golden runway. This will sell out fast. So you should really get yourself into action and get into this. You will see it on runway.super.one. You can also go to super.one and click on runway, and you will find our top list. We already completed the loot box promotion, where we rewarded tokens to the top 100 performers. And that was to engage a little bit. This is to engage even more and to really sell this. We really want to boost the sales, boost everything for you, giving you all this opportunity now, the past few weeks before we really go live. So that's how we want you to join us in engaging billions of people all over the world and get them into our platform. We are very, very enthusiastic about what we're doing. We see when we speak to partners, investors alike all over the world, no one is negative. Everyone is just, wow, this is cool. So we are very enthusiastic, and we are working very hard. The team is very aligned. As you've seen, we have been featured in Forbes, Business Insider, Binance, CoinMarketCap, Yahoo from our before Christmas little venture with Goal and Football Co. We have much more of these things to come, but now we are concentrating our efforts on really getting things done and getting things tuned. It's much more work than you kind of believe. It's a very complex platform now. Like I said, 4 million code lines. So it is a lot. So I'm not going to do a live Q&A now because my impaired vision. I'm going to answer some of the questions that we get on a regular basis. I also seen coming in to the email. So One of the main questions is when can I take out my game winnings? And we answered that earlier in the presentation. We will do that. Yeah, I can turn on camera now. So 1 second here. We're going to turn on camera so you can see me. Thank you and welcome. So game winnings will be opened when we go commercial. And there will also be some, of course, some cool opportunities, not required, but some opportunities to convert game winnings into loot boxes, etc. Because we also got that question, and we're going to have that. That comes only for those participated in the game. So that's nothing that will change anything on the loot box scheme. Then the question is about when is the token listed and when can I sell my token? I was in the Paris blockchain week some months ago, 1.5 months ago, beginning of April, and no, end of March was it? We are in discussion with several exchanges, and if you look into listing today, it's much more complex than it was maybe a couple of years ago. But we have no issues with that. We are more concerned about getting the game into profitability. We really want to list at the back of a successful game launch. So after June, July, we're already preparing documents for the listing, like updated white paper, legal opinion stuff is already in process. But what we really want to do is to have a successful game, because like I said, the token will be, we will internally use $1 for a token value, and that's what we want to list it. We want to launch it at $1 and see it grow. We don't want to fight in the downward market. There is a bear market at the moment. It's coming, is actually showing a little bit of resistance. So we think that the market going forward will, of course, come back to a certain extent. And by us having a successful product in the market will really be beneficial for the way we're listing. So the whole marketing campaign, the whole buzz, everything will be much better. One of the exchanges we are in negotiations with or in talks with have 27 million traders. So it's a big exchange, one of the top second tiers. We're also talking to tier 1, and we're also talking to other exchanges. So, but that's not the primary objective of what we do today. Our primary objective is to get a successful game out there, and that's what we really want to do. We really want to have a successful game and make sure we start making money, make sure we create the plinks and the revenue for you as creators and holders. So whether it be cards or whether it be tower token or just super token, we really want to get that journey going, because we believe we can get to 50 to 100,000 paying players pretty quickly, and that will create a completely different situation where we are really making money on behalf of our stakeholders and shareholders, and that will be really, really amazing. And as you see, we have a lot to do. The whole battle world coming together, it's already an amazing piece of work and engineering for not only the models we shown, the financial thing, the whole gamified thing, and the creation of all the content. That's an amazing job. And there are so many cool things with that can engage players profoundly very long. So basically, those two questions, game withdrawals and token listing, are the main thing we get. That's the main thing. Then we get like, when are you opening other sports? We already answered that. We're going to aim for cricket now in October. We have concrete plans for cricket. It will follow with basket, and we have increased our productivity significantly. So I don't think I'm gonna, some of you have sent support questions to the ask email. We are not spending time on that. So I think we have provided something with good value to you. I really believe it. And we are looking forward now to go the last little mile together with you. And we are doing our best here at the headquarters and in the organization all over to really delight you and to make sure we come out with a really, really cool proposition. And I'm really, really excited to see that we now can run into App Store, start taking payments from players, start making things, get the leaderboards going, get that going first, followed up by the battle well and the towers and the whole thing. And that staking of the towers will also start based on the category player you are already way before the towers are created. So it's really cool. I would like to thank you all for being here today. There were quite a few people all over the world. If there are anything, you can reach out to ask at Super.one for questions related to the business. Please use our help at SuperOne for any personal support questions. And that's it. And that's that for today. Thank you very much. And again, sorry for the postponement of this town hall. It has a couple of reasons for it. Thank you very much and have a great Sunday. And let's push together and make history. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.